my God. Welcome back to the 2 a.m. podcast. It is me, your host, Saied Ashore, and this is the other host,
ZAID Dahaj.
Yeah, so that makes us co-host.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, how do we feel about that?
We feel very good. I think, as you can see, there are some changes that have been made, as we alluded to last episode.
Some major changes indeed. Heavy gear upgrade, for sure.
Still not finished, by the way, but heavy gear.
Yeah, we went with the Rodecaster Pro 2. It came out in 2021, but it's still, I think, one of the best processors and mixers. For this, we have a nice little LED panel that I can see. I won't show you because only I deserve to, because I spent the money. Yeah, and we got the same lamp.
The same lamp.
We love familiarity, right?
Yes. Okay, talk to me about how this caster works, because I'm so confused by it. So you have, these are soundbite settings.
Yeah, these are soundbite settings. So, I don't know. You can insert music bed. You could do... Guys, where does Batman go to pee?
Where does Batman go to pee?
The Bat Room. Yeah, you could do stuff like that. I don't know if you heard the applause there, but
We
yeah,
sure
dude,
as hell
we could do
didn't hear it.
crickets. We could do anything. We can even record our own little things that we say.
Okay, so that, yeah, I was thinking about that. We could record our own stuff and then
Yeah,
put
throw
it
in the mix.
Yeah, just do it custom.
But other than that, you kind of just control the levels from here. So if you can hear me now, you're probably gonna hear me less and 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 less, and then we come back. I could do the same thing for ZAID, but he's not talking right now, so it doesn't matter.
I like it. I really enjoy the setup.
Don't matter. It sucks that I have to do this today because I wish my lips were less chapped, as I had just came back from Vegas. And anybody that goes to Vegas knows that you come back dry. And before you say anything, yes, I did have water, ZAID, okay? I'm not an idiot.
You had your spring water?
I had my spring water, my river water, and my lake water. I would do not recommend the lake water, but...
Yeah, it's pretty musty out there.
Not too good.
But how was Vegas? What's up with this Vegas trip?
So the Vegas trip, I was actually a ambassador for another company. I'm not going to mention the company just because I kind of was just feeling things out with them to begin with. But they were heavily interested. They kept bothering me for about, I don't know, 4 weeks. And I was like, okay, I like opportunities. I like meeting people. So I just think about it of like a spider web of, you know, maybe another network or something.
Yeah, you never know where it leads.
Exactly. And I'm glad I went because even though things maybe don't work out sometimes, you meet people. And I met several cool people. That
Dude, I bet you met some like interesting characters in Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a crazy world out there. It's completely different. It's a adult Chuck E. Cheese of a city, bro.
Adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. You walk into 7-Eleven trying to get like, I don't know, honey bun at 1 a.m. and there's people gambling inside.
Gambling inside of a 7-Eleven?
Yep.
On what?
You go to a gas station, people are gambling inside. There's like slot machines and blackjack and shit like that sometimes.
At a 7-Eleven in Vegas?
Yes.
What an interesting place, man.
But that's it's a casino town, you know?
Yeah.
So you can gamble anywhere. I didn't know that.
Just an entire poker table.
Like
in a
that
7-Eleven.
didn't cross my mind. I knew that before, but it's just I have forgotten, and I don't know. When I saw that, I was still surprised.
Yeah. What was the best and worst part about that trip? Or just Vegas in general from your experience?
Well, I honestly met a lot of cool people. I have I got their contact and everything, and they loved me, which is even better because, hey, they're like, anything you need, just text me.
Yeah.
Let's work on something. And I met some cool people from the film industry, actually. They're both film directors. One came from Bollywood. The other one is straight out of Hollywood. Dude, when I tell you I was sober as an arrow, I actually had extreme focus. I was on Joe Rogan's supplement, Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain?
Yeah, but the powder version, not the pill.
Dude, that stuff doesn't do anything to me.
Take the powder.
Okay, I'll try it.
Straight up take the powder. I've tried the pills, remember? We were like, is this working? We don't know.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I feel like the powder is more potent. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Going back, I met some cool people, and they actually made my trip worth it because I went in kind of like iffy. Like I was like, whatever about it. But the person I went with, that I actually had picked him up because he was on the way. dude, Chris Lee, anyone that knows him, dope dude, bro. Picked him up. He's my age, actually. He's also another creative. He's into different kinds of creation. He does more like product and commercial, things like that. So he works with the company, and he was like telling me a lot, and I didn't know this, but we got really close, bro.
Short time span too.
Yeah. Short trips do that, and then we shared the hotel room as well. So that was cool. I got to know him well. We're definitely going to be hanging out very soon. I might actually bring him on the podcast because he's a dope guy.
Is he in Vegas or is he here?
He's here.
Okay.
Yeah, out in LA.
Sweet.
He's cool, dope guy. So he made it like bearable, which was sick. And then the other side was meeting the other cool people. When I meet these cool people, the reason why I think I enjoyed at least my nights in Vegas, because after the event, it's nighttime. You don't really do much besides either sleep, do something, eat, or party and club. I'm just like, not me at all.
You didn't go to a club for sure.
No, not at all. So it was cool to know that I could just talk for hours at night with these people and actually be entertained, and I'm learning.
Yeah.
So I felt like that trip was valuable. I thought nothing of it, and then it turns out it was valuable.
It's unexpected.
So that's, I think, another cool thing. Always do new things. Don't be afraid to do new things. Fear is always there. That's what I noticed. So when I was doing this, there's a big unknown. You're like, I don't know what this is going to turn out. Do they even pay well? I don't know. Like, do they pay on time? Some people worry about travel fees. Like, are they going to compensate me? I don't know any of these questions. These are all like whatever. So, yeah.
What about the worst part?
The worst part? The sexuality of everything.
Just too much?
It's way too much, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I love sex. You love sex.
Yeah, we all love sex.
Yeah. But sexuality in the streets, public, I feel like there's a beautiful thing about having a time and place, especially a place.
Yeah, I think Vegas is, and this is starting to spread to other places, but Vegas is the one, I think, original area where sexuality was just open, way too open, depending on what your opinion is and what your worldview is. But it's very ratchet in my mind. It's not wholesome at all.
The mentality, bro. I mean, I was working with some people. They were from Nevada or Las Vegas, some of them. And I would ask them questions like, I don't know, like normal questions. Like, for example, one of them would mention, oh, I have 2 kids. I'm like, oh, how old? That's cute. And she's like, oh, one is 2 and the other one's 6 months. I'm like, that's cute, And I was like, what are you doing at work? Like, you have to be here for the next 10 hours. I don't know. And she's like, oh, my husband's the one that stays at home. I'm like, all right, dope. Nothing wrong with that, right? And then it would be like, oh, I'm also a stripper, so I need to go, like, and she would tell you excess information, like, I need to wipe my nipple a certain way because after working, and I need to breastfeed them. And I'm like, dude, what is this conversation? So I can't relate, and I don't want to relate.
But you're just there for the conversation. Okay.
I'm just like, I'm not claiming it to be like, okay, it's ultimately weird. I'm just like really trying to understand here, and maybe I do understand why now, as to why they think like that, or maybe take that as a norm.
It's a norm for them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then here's how my mind went. I was like thinking about the guy. Like, how's the guy okay with this too?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Or how do you even? What kind of raising do you need to do to your mentality for you to become like that? It's weird. Something somewhere is messed up, but that's how I see it. See, there's going to be someone that's arguing. That's not messed up. That's totally fine. And it's up to them. And sexuality is just the part of the act, whatever. They're not actually participating in any sexual activity. It's just for show. And I'm like, dude, that just defies logic for me. What do you mean it's just for show? You know? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
To each their own, man. I mean, I certainly could not be a stay-at-home father with my wife out there stripping in Vegas.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like to me? It's like corn dogs are not a food. Well, why? Well, there's a stick in it. Okay. So, but you eat it though. Yeah. Okay. It tastes good. Mm-hmm. And it's not food. Yeah, there's a stick in it. See, for something to be food, it's classified as such and such, you know, whatever. Does that make any sense?
It's
just, you know,
depends on the individual
like,
too.
Look, sex is sex. Food is food.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the most tragic aspect of it is that there's this like divine aspect to sex and to food. There's like what's the word I'm looking for? Wholesome is a great word. Like there's just some magic behind it because it's so personal, right? And I think the modern world
well, those two things spark vulnerability too.
Yeah, it ties in with.
I think that's a commonality between food and sex.
Yeah, I think society as a whole has just destroyed any wholesome aspect to any of these things.
Yeah.
I mean, look at like traditional homemade meals in the 50s and 60s, maybe even going back to your great grandparents, compared to like a fast food meal today.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even compare.
No.
Yeah, but besides that, that was like the worst of it. There was just some instances where I felt bad, you know. The best way I described this to Chris too, and it was cool. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, dude, you know, there's so many bitches and like all this stuff. And I'm just like, haha, you know, like let him enjoy himself. We're out here, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's and then I'm like, you know what, bro? That's not even the case. I swear to God, like mid-show, I noticed, I felt like the music faded out. And if you look at every single girl individually, they're sad.
Yeah, they don't want to try to put a happy face on.
They don't want to be there. And yes, they are naked and they're wearing thongs and they're getting attention and all this stuff, but it's just like there's a little bit more that nobody's seeing because we're just focused on the parts. Mm-hmm. Get me?
And I'm sure there are a couple exceptions in there, but I think most of the girls that applies to.
Yeah. I mean, Vegas is just also, it's an exaggeration of what the hell is available in the world.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Sin City, baby.
Sin City.
Gonna sip on my Diet Coke.
Remember, we talked about this for probably 3 minutes. Was it yesterday or before yesterday? Yesterday.
What are you talking about exactly?
The UFO events.
Oh my God. Okay, so look here. I'm kind of low-key pissed, and I think this is a joke before you say anything. I think it's a hoax. How do you have 4 incidents within the span of 10 hours, okay, in 4 different regions, and not a single picture?
Technically 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Was it 10 days? Was it 10 days?
I mean, we're talking ever since the Chinese balloon was spotted. We're
yeah.
talking from February 2nd to the 12th.
Even the Chinese balloon, bro. I didn't see anything besides one video from far away.
I saw one picture.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
So let me walk you through the timeline here.
Do I want to be walked through?
It's not too long.
Just kidding. Okay.
So February 2nd was when the Chinese balloon was spotted. Mm-hmm. February 4th was when the Chinese balloon was shot down. Thanks, Joe Biden, for that.
Yes, sir.
Took way too long. And then February 10th was when the first UFO was seen over Alaska. I don't know the details of each of these incidents.
That's the one that sparks my interest, though, the Alaska one, because that's the one that started it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 11th UFO was shot over Canada. Mm. The 12th UFO appears over China, and then again on the 12th, a UFO was shot over Lake Huron. I don't know where exactly in the States that is, but I think it's Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is a smokescreen, a distraction from mainstream media to ignore what's happened in Ohio, which has just been an absolute shit show. Mm-hmm. Basically, an entire train derailed with extremely toxic chemicals, and it's made an entire town inhabitable. So I don't know where I stand on that, if this is real, if the UFO stuff is real or not, but I am a firm believer in aliens. I think there's a long history of evidence to suggest that there is something going on. Mm-hmm. as per this, like these incidents, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Sure, not so noble, after all.
Sure, not so noble.
If anyone doesn't know what that means, Chernobyl. Okay, let's try to make
Obviously.
a pun here. No, some people actually ask me, and I'm like, God, dude, oh my God, be smarter. Yeah, bro, I don't even know what to begin to think. When I heard all this news, there was just like flashcards going through my head, right? Alien, roasted chicken, and
Invasion.
then, invasion, Chick-fil-A, you know, and then
Yeah. It's basically your thought process.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, hold the hell on, bro. Is it really aliens? And then I started looking like more into the article to see if there was a description of any shape, because they don't provide images like normal
it's
people.
extremely difficult to provide images, and if they do have images, it's most likely going to be from the government, and they're not going to disclose that right now.
Listen, bro, if we have child porn, I'm sure we have videos.
We have a few videos.
Not us, but I'm saying like if in the world, you know?
Yeah, I get you. We have a few videos, but they're really shitty.
Well, put them up. They're really shitty. What do you mean well, that's the part, bro. I do not understand. Okay, you're a fighter jet. Why don't they have Insta360s on them?
Well, they do.
Oh, they
They
don't.
definitely have to have some type
Well, they
of
probably
camera
have that
system.
like pixelated ass sonogram of an image.
What is
It's
a sonogram,
It's dated
bro?
2023. Can you imagine?
But in terms of shape, the only report that I've seen with one of these UFOs is that this thing was a square, like a square shape.
Like a table.
And here's the interesting thing: with no propulsion system, no jet engine, no
Nothing.
heat coming from the
Completely
back.
quiet.
When I hear accounts of fighter pilots saying they don't know how this thing was flying, that's when my interest is piqued. It's not a balloon, because these guys are very adept at what they do, and they know they can differentiate between a balloon, a normal airliner, and something that they have no idea.
I want to find this story and just keep tracing it to see if there's room for them. Like if every step of the story is hidden, right? Then I'm just going to be like, I'm not going to believe this. Straight up.
And if mainstream media
Why?
covers
Why do I
it-
say that? Because I tell you this all the time. If I'm going to believe this stuff, I'm going to go out and see it for myself. Like I want to go out to J-Tree for like 2 weeks and just straight up post up.
chill with the
Chill,
extraterrestrials?
yeah. I'll go to hot areas. I don't know. But like stargazing. That's why stargazing is cool. Not because of Travis Scott, but because of
This guy, bro.
but because of the creation of it. This is dope. We don't know what's out there. I just had to insert a joke, but
What was I gonna
aliens
say?
fascinate me.
Yeah.
I don't think you saw that funny ass picture on Twitter.
Where they were
It was,
roasting
like roasting
ET.
ET. It's like, yeah, I landed in
Imagine
Brazil.
like a rotisserie chicken and they're just roasting your favorite
It's like
childhood
a taco
alien.
stand outside with a charcoal. That's funny.
Yeah, the one thing that makes me apprehensive about all of these accounts is that if the mainstream media covers it seriously, it's probably bullshit. There's probably some narrative that they're trying to push, which kind of makes sense when they're trying to distract from this Ohio shit show. But
Yeah, because that's huge.
bro, that's like a mini Chernobyl in the middle of the United States.
In Ohio. So it's a pretty packed state.
Yeah, East Palestine, Ohio, to be more specific. All the animals
Where,
are dead.
yeah.
Frogs are dead. Wildlife, livestock.
Where the Paul
everything.
brothers are from, too. Yeah, Ohio.
Oh, God forbid. But yeah, not a fun scenario. Outside of that, we don't know. Maybe next week there's going to be an alien invasion.
Dude, maybe tonight. We don't know.
Episode 5 of The Last of Us.
Dude, we'll be in the UFO. That'd be curious.
Have you seen The Last of Us?
The first episode.
Bro. The latest one, episode 5, is a good one.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. It's a well
I
done
have a
show.
lot of catching up, dude. I've been busy, bro. I've been hella packed, like jam-packed, swamped with things to do. I haven't even been here. Like, I was gone last week. All of last week. Crazy.
Yeah.
Out in Vegas, doing things. But, yeah, dude. Let us know what you guys think of the stew. How do you like this?
I love it.
Do you see any differences? If you do, put a comment down below. First one to comment will get $5 from me. I swear to God.
You gonna
I will literally
Venmo, Zelle, Cash App?
coffee on me. What do you think, Masen? Hell yeah. We have Mr. Producer in the background.
Mr. Producer. He'll be on another episode very soon.
Yeah, he's going to be on very soon. He's visiting me from Canada. If you don't know him, actually.
Canadians, bro.
Canadians.
Gotta love them.
Yeah, dude.
Now, final things. I know that we are working on the Vital Red Light sponsorship. You can actually click the link. We don't have a special affiliate link, but you can use our code 2am for 15% off. So go do that. Support us. Get yourself some amazing red light therapy.
Yeah, the biggest panel is the most worth it, I think. It really generates heat right at you.
Yeah.
You can feel it immediately. The smaller one from when you let me.
It's not cheap, but it's a one-time investment, and it really does.
Depends how serious you are about it, really. Like, and if you love yourself enough, I swear you will get one.
Yeah.
You will.
And then Portal, we have somewhere.
Oh, Portal? Let me get that shit.
You want to grab it? He's going to do a little edit right here.
Portal.
Now, let me describe Portal.
God, dude.
We're talking about magnesium glycinate, apigenin, L-theanine, and then glycine. So 4 of the most scientifically backed sleep supplements. Tastes like orange soda. Can't go wrong with the taste. And it's bomb. It'll put you to bed.
Ready, set, dream.
And that is code 2am for, what is it, 10% off?
I believe so.
Something like that.
Some really good percentage off, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick yourself up some Portal. Have you tried it?
Bro, I have extensive experience with Portal.
Yes. Okay, so Portal. The cool thing about Portal, I've tried many sleep supplements, some from Centenarius, which actually is pretty good from there.
It's a great company, yeah.
This is different. That's all I have to say. The thing that's different about it is that it doesn't knock you out. But what it truly does is that when you get to sleep, right? Initialized sequence, you actually have really mellow dreams.
Vivid dreams, actually.
Vivid dream. I've had mellow and vivid dreams, but I usually have blank slate. Nothing. I just go to sleep, wake up, that's it.
Yeah.
So I love this stuff, man. It's been helping me stay awake. That's the thing. Or stay awake.
Trying to give them a stimulant for sleep, bro.
God, dude. I need some more melatonin, bro.
Yeah. And we'll be coming out with a bunch of content on that stuff, but
Yeah, not too bad. You're gonna see this all over Instagram, so
yeah.
keep that in your dreams.
Why don't you send us out?
All right, guys, you know where to find us. We're at YouTube at the 2am Podcast. Yeah. We're also on every major streaming platform like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. Go ahead and check us out. Give us a 5-star review on that Spotty because we deserve it.
Yes, please.
And we need some more, actually.
We only have 40.
More.
We should have 1 million by now.
Yes, send that out. Send that out. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do that. We're on YouTube. We also post clips and shorts. Tell your family and friends. But until next time, peace.